Yeah, it's Friday, but she missed a call because she was working up in Emu Park. See, she was working up in a retirement home up here in Hanbury Street. It got whacked pretty bad, so all the residents have been sent all over from Arsehole to breakfast all over Queensland. And she's up there working in Emu Park, so she'll be home tomorrow, so she hasn't been able to be here to help us do anything, you know. So we're trying to do what.
So most of the old people that were in their homes and with their friends, and that would be a real struggle for them at the moment, wouldn't it? Because they're not together, they're not got their mates around them then.
I rescued 2 old people from around the corner in my boat at 9:30 on the Sunday night. The tide was coming in. The water was up here in the house when I got them out, and there was no other boats or no one to be seen from one end of the countryside to the other. And no SES going around, nothing. The SES, well, they're about as useful as tits on a board. They we call them blister, because they turn up after all the work's done. Yeah. And they make out that they're so wonderful, and they get around and they try to turn people back on this street, you know, all this rough shot shit. I just get out of my road, I run over you, piss off. You know. Coppers told me if you live in the street you're entitled to go either way. This street was one way for a while, but us blokes could do what we like. Yeah. They tried to stop me up there and I just said, get out of my road, right, you know, I said, I'll run over you, piss off you, fucking idiots, I really have. All they were doing, I'll tell you how stupid they are. They had a Land Cruiser full of people there, a troopy.
Yep.
3 Sheilas walking around like this with their orange overalls on. Yeah, stop, turn around, you know, and go back. I had from here to that house across the road to go, and I was two lanes, eh? Up here. Yeah. They had a group there, and what they were doing was trying to shift a car, move it about from here to there, out of the way, so people had more access into their driveway. They had it. And a whole troop load of... Yeah, the old fella over the road come over with a big rope and he said, hook this on and drag it with the Land Cruiser. Oh, we can't do that. We're not allowed to push or pull anything with our vehicles. But they had a whole mob of wankers there trying to push it, plus 3 women walking around like they were traffic police, trying to, and turning everyone around, and if they turned you around, to get back to here again was about a 2.5 hour drive. Because you had to go down here in the traffic, bumper to bumper, all the way over the bridge, and you just couldn't go round and roundabout. You had to go ra-da-da, right round in town, back up near the hospital, and come all the way back down that way to get over the bridge, then go all the way up Hanbury Street out to 1 Mile Road, back on the Rosedale Road, and back into town bumper to bumper all the way. 2.5 hours at least. She expected me to turn around, and I said I'm only going to be gone for 3 or 4 minutes, which it was up to the other place where we're staying, to get some tools to pull something apart here to get it out of the house when everyone was here trying to do it, and they tried to stop me from going back. So don't you think I cracked?
Oh,
do you blame me? And all they done was doing what I said, because I was still there farting around when I come back, and I jumped out the car and I was going to rip them. And I thought, you fucking idiots, you're too stupid to talk to.
Yep.
An old 40 and the other bloke over the road that tried to help them, they just stood back and shook their heads. I said, they're just wankers, these bastards. Anyway, I had some of the SES blokes here, a mate of mine's involved, he's a captain or something here, so he got a few of them over here to help shift some of the mud. Most of them sat here in the shade, and they were about as useful as tits on the ball trying to shovel mud and, you know, do anything. But more of them come. And anyway, okay, they come and they did their bit, but the rules and regulations that they work under with workplace health and safety and all this other shit they've dreamt and brought into their system, that's good, that's friggin' useless. Oh, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. We've got to get this to do that, something else. It's just total shit. And
no one really cares, just move it.
And the other day, when the rescue was happening, I started here at 9:30 that night, in the midst of me trying, well, I had the boat tied up in here, inside, in there, in the carpet. It was tied to the one of the handles of one of the cupboard doors there while we were putting stuff in it. we're in the house till it was that deep. That light is just hanging on the top of the fluoro on top of the fan in the lounge room up there with the generator running up on a white esky that's not here, it's up in the other house. To keep it out the water while we could see what we're doing while we were trying to save stuff in the house.
Yeah.
And we put everything up high and packed it up and put stuff up, and then we still didn't get the right things, didn't get all the photo albums and that, didn't expect it to come that high. Then everything, it got that deep and everything exploded and fell over and smashed everything anyway, so might as well not even fucking bothered.
Yeah. Did you take any of your photos, mate?
Yeah, we still got some here we found now that you know, never be perfect, but they're better than not having them.
There's a lot of people in Brisbane that are willing to offer to repair them.
Yeah, but knowing where to go and how to get the time to do it's the problem. We just can't, you know.
Yeah.
I've got to go try and get the Toowoomba to try and get a vehicle that I've got on to down there to replace the one we lost. And I don't know how I'm going to jiggle the list. Tomorrow for me is just going to be a madhouse day. There's that much shit happening tomorrow, and I've got to spread myself around that much. My missus ain't going to be here. I don't know how I'm going to get it all done. And then when the rescue business started, I'd already pulled 9 people by daylight next morning.
9 people you pulled from their houses.
I was involved in 7. That was 10. I was involved in 7 up until then myself, and insisted in another 3. And that was at 4 o'clock. We got the phone call to go and get them. And we were in boats up here, tied up to a house up here. My mate's place, he had a boat, and we ended up evacuating here when we had to push the house, had to duck our heads down and push ourselves under the roller door to get out. That's how high the water was getting when I abandoned ship. We went up there to a house that's a bit higher, and the water was about that far from coming in the place up there, and we tried to grab a couple of hours sleep